Hi, I'm Jim Stroud, and this is my podcast. Christmas time is here, and in addition to celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ with song and merriment, there is also the sharing of gifts to those you love and or at least tolerate. One thing you might not be aware of, though, is depending on the gift you are giving, you may be inviting danger to the gift recipient. Things like identity theft and home invasions. What do I mean by that? Well, stay tuned and find out.
Do you love four-letter words?
Who doesn't? And then you mix recruiting news and insights in with those four-letter words.
I'm Cheese.
And I'm Chad.
And we are the Chad and Cheese Podcast.
Tune in wherever you listen to podcasts. We out.
Employer brand professionals know that doing great work involves doing big, high-level strategic thinking and getting your hands dirty. If that sounds like the kind of work you want to do, come listen to the Talent Cast. It's the world's most highly caffeinated employer brand podcast.
Last week, I learned about a rather creepy trend happening around the USA and most likely the world, and it's called high-tech invasion. ABC News on their show Good Morning America did a story on it. Here's a clip.
This morning, two families say their Ring camera systems were hacked, essentially allowing people into their homes without ever stepping foot inside. In Mississippi, this chilling video from inside Ashley LeMay's home shows her 8-year-old daughter Alyssa frantically searching for an invisible intruder.
Who is that?
I'm your best friend. I'm Santa Claus.
You can hear the male voice ask the young girl to destroy her own stuff.
You can do whatever you want right now. You can mess up your room. You can break your TV.
Alyssa, scared and confused, cries out for help.
I can't even put into words how violated I feel, and it really is my worst nightmare.
I was keeping scared. I was even scared of my room for a few days. I'm still a little bit scared of it.
Hello, Doogie, come here, Doogie.
And in Georgia, a stranger hacked into the Ring camera in this couple's bedroom.
I was terrified.
The couple, who has asked to remain unidentified, says they purchased the camera so they could watch their dog while they were at work. But the woman says she was confused on Monday evening after the surveillance light suddenly came on.
So I'm texting my boyfriend saying, why are you watching? We're laying down. We're about to go to sleep. He's like, what are you talking about?
Just seconds later,
I can see you in the bed. Come on, wake the up.
The couple, shaken by the ordeal, reported the incident to Ring. The home security system company releasing this statement. While we are still investigating this issue and are taking appropriate steps to protect our devices based on our investigation, we are able to confirm this incident is in no way related to a breach or compromise of Ring's security.
The LeMay family in Mississippi has since filed a police report. Ring suggests using their two-step verification system, using strong passwords, and creating shared users on your account instead of sharing login information, all to keep your home a little bit safer, but really scary stuff.
That little girl had to be just frightened.
I know. She seems to be handling it okay.
Yeah, I know.
Oof.
So, the Ring camera system is something that might make the naughty list this year. Are they the only product out there worthy of caution? No, not by any means. Here's another example, also from last week. WKRC in Cincinnati reporting.
That toy that interacts with your child may be recording vital information that scammers can't get enough of.
If they're hooked up to the internet, who's listening on the other end? Keep in mind, many of these toys have recorders, they have microphones, they have cameras.
Call for Action President Shirley Rooker isn't out to scare you, but make sure you're taking the right precautions. Tablets, watches, dolls. Just assume if it's interactive, it can be hacked.
We've read about examples of parents who have actually found their child talking to a human being, not just the machine. Somebody had hacked into it.
You may remember back in 2015, children's tech and toy firm VTech got hacked, exposing personal information of almost 5 million children. Rooker says the fallout from something like that could take years and come back to hurt that child as an adult.
They find that, oh my goodness, there's all kinds of debts in this child's name. How could that happen? That was because of the stolen identity when it was a child.
So how can you make sure your child is safe with these interactive toys? Rooker says that's pretty easy.
If you're going to give one of these toys to your child, be aware of the concerns, but supervise, supervise, supervise. Do not let your child use this device unless you're there in the room and you hear and know what's going on.
Tell me, after hearing these reports, are you paranoid? Are you thinking, yes, I will supervise my kids as they play with these things, but I can't be with them 24/7, 365, and I can't not buy them because the kids are begging me for this kind of stuff, and truth be told, I may want some of these gadgets for myself. Well, if that's you, relax. I'm going to share something with you that can guide you on all of your shopping decisions this year, at least when it comes to toys and high-tech gadgets in your home. Find out what that is after this.
This podcast is sponsored by SuperPass, the go-to software for out-the-box content websites and mobile apps. With the SuperPass platform, you can create your own branded website and native mobile apps to host your digital content, subscribers, and more. Do you have quality content that you want to share with the world in a beautiful and intuitive site? If so, then SuperPass can provide the tech solution for you. Hold all your digital content in one place, your brand, your way. Check out superpass.app. That's SuperPass.app.
For 3 years running, the Mozilla Foundation has been publishing Privacy Not Included, a buyer's guide for helping you shop smart and safe for products that connect to the internet. I highly recommend it as a must-read this Christmas season and every season, Christmas season afterwards. As a sample of what you can expect, I will share 3 reviews of popular items and some idea of the worst that could happen, as reported in the Privacy Not Included Buyer's Guide. The first of 3 reviews is Vivo Fit Junior 2, an activity tracker designed for kids. What could go wrong? These wearable for kids age 4 and over come in cool designs from Star Wars, Disney's Frozen, to Spider-Man and more. They sure sound fun. That is, until kids learn parents can track just not steps, movement, and sleep, but also chores. Garmin's Vivo Fit Junior 2 connects to an app via Bluetooth. The app lets parents track whether or not kids have done their chores, if they've moved for 60 minutes a day, if they actually went to sleep when they were supposed to, and dole out rewards if they have. Now, mom and dad can be big brother too. What could happen though if something went wrong? Well, Garmin does meet our minimum security standards with this product, and it does come with parental controls. However, the device tracks the activity and sleep of a child. Parents should ask themselves, is this information I want gathered and potentially accessible to others about my child? Also, there is a good question to be raised about teaching young children that this level of digital surveillance in their lives is okay. The second of 3 reviews is Link AKC Smart Caller. You love your best friend. The thought of them getting lost and not knowing where they are gives you cold sweats. Or maybe your pooch is a little on the pudgy side and you need a little help getting them back in shape. Or maybe you want to be able to turn a light on your dog's collar whenever you feel like it because you're afraid of the dark. This dog's tracking collar can help with all those scenarios. This dog collar lets you track your pup on your phone with Bluetooth when you're at home, or with GPS and cellular service, thus the monthly service plan, when you're out on a hike. You can even track your pup's whereabouts when you're halfway around the world. Good thing pups don't mind having their privacy invaded. Now, what could happen if something went wrong? Well, the company didn't get back to us with answers to our privacy and security questions, so we couldn't tell if this tracking device meets our minimum security standards. They also may share your personal data for marketing purposes, and that could potentially be a lot of personal data. For something that tracks everywhere your pup, and most likely you, goes, both of these red flags raise concern. While it is great to always know where your best friend is, it might not be great if someone with bad intentions could always know where you are and what you are doing with your pup. And finally, the third of 3 reviews, Facebook portal. And finally, the third of 3 reviews, Facebook portal. Let's be honest, Facebook has a pretty terrible track record when it comes to protecting their users' privacy. Remember that record $5 billion fine for privacy failures? Now they're asking people to drop a couple $100 to put a device with an AI-powered smart camera capable of tracking your every move and an Alexa-powered, always listening microphone in your home. What could go wrong? Given Facebook's terrible track record on privacy, we're worried a lot. Facebook has a history of betraying users' privacy and trust. They face record fines for this and have been caught hiding privacy breaches from their users. This is the starting point for bringing a device with an AI-powered smart camera and always listening microphone that is sending data back to Facebook regularly. They also say they do human review of audio snippets unless you chose and take the time to figure out how to opt out. The question comes down to, does Facebook have your best interest at heart when it collects all the data this device is capable of collecting on you? In the past, from Cambridge Analytica and beyond, the answer to that question has way too often been no. So, did you buy anyone these gifts? Well, if so, you may want to share with them some of the privacy concerns I brought up. And if you happen to receive any of these gifts or some of the other items cited in the Privacy Not Included Buyer's Guide from Mozilla, then maybe regifting might not be a bad idea. Now, as for me, if anyone is thinking of buying me a Facebook portal or an Alexa device or any kind of device that monitors my home and records it, thanks, but no thanks. If you love what you heard, hate what you heard, or don't know what you just heard, I want to know about it. You can leave a comment concerning this podcast on my website at www.jimstroud.com. In addition to finding source material and related information for this podcast episode, you'll find other goodies that I hope will make you smile. And if you have not already, please subscribe to my website. Your continued support keeps this podcast train chugging down the track.